So just a quick intro. On today's video I am talking about how to make Kida's necklace from Atlantis. As we all know, Kida I think is most commonly known as the Forgotten Disney Princess. So I wanted to do a little video for her and just show off how I made the necklace. Now there's something very special about this necklace. It glows in the dark. I feel the power. So it's pretty cool. I absolutely love it. And if you don't have the supplies on hand, like you're not usually into resin working, then this might not be the project for you, because getting into resin stuff can be quite expensive. But saying that, let me turn my light back on. Whoa! But saying that, I now sell these on my Etsy store. That's right, you can get your very own glow-in-the-dark Kida's necklace on my Etsy store. If not, and you love doing resin work and you have all the supplies at home already, then this video is for you to show you how to make them. So, let's get to it.
So let's go over the things you're going to need. I use Art and Glow 2-part resin, and it's just a 1-to-1 ratio, which is nice. Makes it less complicated. These are the colorings or the dyes I use, and they're called Let's Resin. You'll need also your molds, 2 measuring cups, and a scale. Optional, which are those little, I believe they're called eyelets, I always forget the name. Of course, your glow-in-the-dark powder from Glowmania, spoons and a stirring stick, pin cushion with pins, lighter, and then your pendant top, which I use the gold filigree ones. Alright, so it's pretty basic. I'm weighing my cups to see how heavy they are, and they're at 21, and now I'm going to add my resin to each cup until they're roughly the same. They should be exactly the same, but I have a very hard time getting them exactly the same. I always start with the liquidier one because that one comes out so quickly and it's easier to measure, and then this one's so heavy, the thick one, so I'm also okay if the thick one, in my opinion, is a little heavier than the liquidy one, because I never get all of the thicker one out. Now I'm going to put it in a 3rd cup and mix it together. And then you're just going to stir it until it looks really well mixed and you don't have too many bubbles. So now I'm going to add my coloring, and yeah, I use a coloring called Let's Resin. I'm going with the lighter blue, which I believe is called Sapphire. And you need your pins to puncture the hole in. As you can see, though, I did it sideways and I made a bit of a mess. That's okay. In fact, I also realized I should have been doing it on my junk board, not my cutting board. And then you're just going to mix the color in until you're happy with what you get. Now I also add a little bit of white because I don't want it to be too see-through, so white kind of tends to make it more opaque. Then you're going to grab your Glowmania glow-in-the-dark powder. And I was having an issue getting it open. And just add a very small amount. Like, you need enough, but not too much, or else it gets grainy. So mix it in and pop it into your molds. So the first mold is an alternate shape I'm kind of playing with and looking into doing. I'm thinking about actually making the same type of necklace but in 3 different shapes for people to choose from. And this is one of the shapes. Now the one that I will be showing you 100% completed is actually this mold, and I do really love the way this one looks. It's my favorite. So It's kind of like my recommended one. And then we need to take that lighter and just very lightly go over the top, because that's going to burn away the air bubbles at the top. Okay, then you're going to take your little eye things. And this is what the pins are for, because you're going to slide the pin through the hole and balance it like that, so that when the resin dries, it's inside the pendant. See? You can do it with either of them. But I'm just going to do it with this one, so. And then we're going to let it dry. So my resin takes 24 hours to dry, so obviously it's the next day. I was having some issues with getting my pen out, which I normally don't. It's just I overflowed this one with resin, so I had a bit on the top of the mold, which was so not fun. Here they are out of molds. Here's that first one. And of course the second one, which is what I'm going with. Now, you can either use that technique. Of course, I'm not going to, because the tops, the gold filigree tops I have built-in hoops into them. So now you're going to need a 6000 glue, which I should have said at the beginning, I just forgot. And see, look, it's going to fit real nicely. And I'm just getting my glue and going to line the top of the pendant very carefully so it doesn't go past the filigree part. I didn't realize I didn't film this properly. And I'm just gonna plop it in, make sure it's even all around, and yeah, I'm just gonna let it dry, and that's it. That is the pendant all done. You can put it on a chain or suede or anything. I'll be leaving links to the items in the description.
Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video on how to make your very own glow-in-the-dark Kida necklace. And if you love it but don't want to make it, I'm leaving a link in the description below to my business page where I sell them. So, as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.